40 horas de material filmado foram transformadas em um filme de 160 minutos. Os ruídos, disparos e explosões foram mixados no Sound One, um dos maiores estúdios de Nova York. A alma nordestina de Edu Lobo, autor da música, está presente nos 4 temas principais, interpretados em diferentes arranjos durante todo o filme.
Canudos supera todos os limites conhecidos de padrão de um filme brasileiro. Quem for ao ver Guerra de Canudos sairá do cinema com a sensação de que assistiu uma obra artística de grande nível. Lá estão envolvidos os melhores atores brasileiros, os melhores técnicos brasileiros, o melhor esforço de realizar um projeto, e eu acho que as pessoas vão levar um susto. Canudos expressa a grandiosidade que está na imagem, no cenário, no figurino, na música, na produção. O cinema só consegue transmitir conhecimento se ele partir da emoção. E a história do filme Guerra de Canudos é uma história de emoção.
Dai-me força, meu tão bom Senhor.
Quando o céu virasse a terra como um rio sem nascente, quando a espada entrar na pedra, quando o mar vira fluente, que paixão insatisfeita, que vingança mais demente, Virgem Santa decaída, Satanás onipotente, entre rios belos montes, que distância mais presente, quanta gente confiante em Antônio penitente.
Galeria. Apoio Motorola. Para todo mundo, celular é Motorola.
Os monstros estão de volta. Filme exclusivo. A seguir, no Telecine.
Olha, Telecine, eu sou fã de vocês.
I was locked up in a cell all that time.
Set up for someone else's crime.
But I'm out now, and I'm going to set things right.
Been dreading this day for 25 years.
O que ficou para trás não ficou esquecido. Quando a morte chama. Filme exclusivo, inédito na TV brasileira. Sexta, 9 da noite, no Telecine 1.
Senhor Gilberto, aceita a senhorita Marisa como sua legítima esposa?
Sim.
Senhorita Marisa, aceita o senhor Gilberto como seu legítimo marido?
Você já tem Telecine?
Não, Marisa, não tem Telecine.
Não.
Não? Como assim, amor? Marisa...
Quem não tem Telecine não tem cinema. Telecine, isto é cinema. 5 vezes mais cinema.
Assista agora mais um filme que você só vê aqui, no Telecine. Novembro no Telecine. Filmes inéditos na TV brasileira. Estreias na programação. 5 canais, 24 horas. Sempre 5 opções para você se divertir com o melhor do cinema. Em som original, sem intervalos e sem sair de casa. E prepare-se, vem muito mais por aí. Onde houver um festival ou uma mostra cinematográfica, lá vai estar o Telecine, levando você ao encontro dos maiores eventos da 7ª arte. Telecine, levando você aonde o cinema está.
Onde tem cinema, tem Telecine. Se não tem Telecine, não tem cinema.
A vida é como a televisão. Tem programas de música,
Também, mamãe.
de culinária,
uma pitada de noz moscada. Me parece um pouco.
e a previsão do tempo.
Sim, amor. Vai chover.
Para acompanhar esses programas, eu só confio no melhor controle remoto. Motorola.
Para todo mundo, celular é Motorola.
Delicioso. Não, querido. Claro, você também.
Galeria. Apoio Motorola. Para todo mundo, celular é Motorola.
Somando John Travolta, Christian Slater, armas nucleares, explosões e, de quebra, um dos mais conceituados diretores de ação do momento, o resultado só pode ser um filme frenético e com toques sutis de humor. Broken Arrow, A Última Ameaça, está no Galeria de hoje e você acompanha a partir de agora os bastidores do filme. Prepare-se!
I've never had an opportunity to play a real classic
bad guy.
He's certainly the most heroic guy I've ever played and the most daring and adventurous. I'd describe it as a very exciting movie about a couple of guys that were partners and were friends.
How's your head?
It's all right, I'll be fine.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry about it, I'll get you back.
Ah, now you're dreaming.
One of them decides to chooses a different path. You know, these exercises are fantastic. When the day comes that we have to go to war against Utah, we're really going to kick ass, you know?
The scheme he's come up with is that one evening while they're flying the B-3 bomber.
On your command, Major. Go to war.
He has decided that he will crash land it.
What the hell are you doing?
Take one of the nuclear weapons, or in this case, two of them.
I'm pumping out!
And blackmail the government for $250 million.
Clyde, I'm standing here looking at half the valley, and there's nothing going.
She really doesn't know what's going on, you know. She's completely terrified.
I want to know what's going on, and I want to know right now.
We were carrying nuclear weapons on our plane last night. My former commander is trying to steal them.
They send in a search and rescue group to try to resolve the problem, and it escalates from there.
We got ourselves a broken arrow.
Broken what?
Broken arrow is a term that the Pentagon uses to refer to a lost or missing nuclear weapon.
I don't know what's scarier. Losing nuclear weapons, or that it happens so often, there's actually a term for it.
I can see the theme of the movie is about tragic friendship.
Come on, buddy. Pick up the phone.
Buddy? Huh? Son of a bitch tried to kill me. Friendship is over.
Well, that doesn't mean I don't like you. I think seeing me be a bad guy and Christian kind of tackle me is going to be great fun.
You're out of your mind.
Ain't it cool?
John Travolta is very exciting, wonderful, wonderful actor. I have enjoyed his work for a long time. I think he's, you know, very special.
The hand dressing of Christian Slater. If you move forward over to the cameras, you'll see that
the precision.
The world champion postbone, you know, is hand dressing Christian Slater for the scene with John Travolta, where John Travolta pummels.
I have to put extra padding on my hands because they're lethal. Lethal weapons I have here.
Are they lethal?
Watch
or
out.
is he a liar? Christian's a blast. What you see is what you get. There's no pretenses with Christian. He's funny. He's warm, accessible. He's a very gifted actor. I really, really like Christian. I think he's one of my favorite actors I've met on a personal level.
Who would have known that John Travolta and I would get along so well and work so well together?
I've told you once to take your friends and play outside.
My compassionate co-star, Pan Wright, is very sympathetic to my plight.
He's a big guy. He shouldn't be running into fragile fences.
In Broken Arrow, I had the opportunity to work with internationally acclaimed action director John Woo, a man whose unique style of filmmaking has thrilled audiences all around the world. Let's meet John Woo and take a closer look at the production.
Quentin Tarantino introduced me to John Woo's films. I've only seen 3, but I thought that he had a lot of style, and it's really what intrigued me the most about working with John Woo.
Just don't look too soon.
I won't look too soon, I promise you, John.
I came aboard feeling so confident about him and his work.
While you're running, you look back, seeing her following you.
Yeah.
I feel very comfortable with the relationship he and I have. I think it's great. I think he's fantastic.
What we tried to do, given the fact that he hadn't done a picture of this scope before, was to surround him with the best money could buy in terms of talent and technicians.
There's this one scene where Christian Slater falls off the side of the train and then gets drug underneath the train. It was pretty scary to be under there. It wasn't a very comfortable place to be underneath this huge behemoth when you're about 2 feet from those wheels spinning around. Christian did a great job. We got him under there. We worked our way up to speed. It adds so much validity and credibility to that sequence. It's really amazing.
A lot of moving around for me in this movie. A lot of, jumping and diving and being dragged and pulled and tugged.
Action!
Action! Even I got into the action with a stunt of my own.
I'm about to shoot my first scene with Howie, and that will entail my feet connecting with his chest, really.
Action! And now!
Today I was hooked up to a ratchet machine. They attach a cable to your back, and a stuntman swings in and kicks me with both feet in the chest. And they have 300 pounds of torque, ratchet me through a wall.
Action! And now!
He had some wood stuck in his, stuck in his nose at one point from an explosion. Shrugged it off. He said, "This is easy." Comparatively to what he's been doing, this is a piece of cake.
And now!
There you go. There you go. God, that was beautiful. That was a good one. That was beautiful.
He does his own stunts. Evidence.
A little lumber in the back of the head.
Woo!
Yeah.
See the one in front there? That one's got the nukes in it.
How do you know?
There's only a driver. They're trying to keep the weight down. Give me your gun again, will you?
What are you gonna do?
I'll think of something.
The first thing we did is we had the two stunt doubles jump from high up on top of the moving Humvee. Do you agree?
If anything, we're going to hit and...
Yeah.
Right. That's why you have to grab that.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to land like this.
It was a timing thing. The double for Christian Slater had to jump first, and the double for Samantha Mathis had to jump second, and it was real tricky.
Today I fell off the back of the Humvee.
Action!
Hale is getting shot at, and he falls backwards over the nuclear bombs that they're concealing and off onto the dirt. And we were probably going about 25, 30 miles an hour.
We're rolling!
You can't practice it, so you have to just kind of plan it out as best as you can and go for it.
Oh, yes.
Joey didn't want to do that twice, huh?
No, not really.
And here's a playback on E.
Oh, that's great. Isn't that beautiful? Christian has been great and has been doing a lot of his stuff.
Well, Christian, do you have one more in you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, let's do it again while we're here in the setup. Let's go.
All right, one more time.
And we even dragged him behind the car, which blew me right out. He goes, "Yeah, Alan, I want to do it. Let's do it." And we did it, and we dragged him, and it was great. And he hung right in there.
Nice little Humvee jump. We came to the middle, crashed, and came down and went about 30 feet or so.
Will they be airborne there? They won't be airborne. They'll be about here. Good. Nail it right there. Oh, boy. I hit dead center. Okay, right there. Nail it.
shoot at a Humvee, you won't blow it up. Shooting the tire will inflate itself in a few seconds. So it's almost like it's indestructible.
No próximo bloco, você acompanha como foram feitas as cenas mais explosivas e os efeitos de computação gráfica. Espere só um pouquinho, Galeria volta já.
Um trauma pode fazer a imaginação sair de controle. Mas uma visita indesejada
A murder in this house?
pode levar a situação a um ponto sem retorno. Estreando na programação, antes da meia-noite, Folks Movie, quinta, 9 da noite, no Telecine 1.
Apoio Paraty, a primeira Station Wagon 1.0 16 válvulas do país.
Telecine 1, isto é estreia, isto é cinema. Forte impacto. Ritmo alucinante. E muita ação e suspense. Os melhores filmes policiais. Quem estiver em sintonia com o Telecine 2 vai ver sempre um espetáculo de tirar o fôlego. Os que sobreviverem ao clima do oeste americano, depois de combaterem na linha de frente dos melhores exércitos, vão ficar de cabelo em pé com as maiores aberrações do terror, as aventuras intergalácticas e as charadas mais enigmáticas do submundo do crime. Todos os meses, o canal contará com uma semana inteira de programação especial, direcionada ao trabalho de um ator, um diretor ou um tema específico. Nos intervalos entre os filmes, o espectador vai recuperar o fôlego com as novidades do cinema. Telecine 2. Isto é adrenalina. Isto é cinema.
Em todo filme de ação que se preze, não podem faltar efeitos especiais, cenas arriscadas e dublês. Broken Arrow, a última ameaça, não fugiu à regra. Confira.
Every time you see the B-3 fly, that will be a CGI miniature, basically built in the computer in 3D.
With a computer graphic element, we're able to just go ahead and fly it any way we want to. The freedom's great.
Ridge, coming up in 6 seconds.
I got it.
John Woo really has a vision of these things, and the shots that he wanted particularly really could only be done through computer.
I haven't shot any visual special effect before, so this is quite a challenge to me.
Today, basically, we were doing the ejection sequence from the B-3 Stealth, both for John Travolta and for Christian Slater. It's a rig that will pull the ejection seats out of the cockpit very fast and very safely.
One more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, shot.
One more time? Looking.
The real plane is probably 140 feet wingspan and about 80, 90 feet in length. The main model that we're dealing with has about 18 feet wingspan. We have done the crash site on location, which was an enormous challenge actually, because you're in the middle of nowhere, you have 2.5 million acres around, and you try to create a believable crash look.
The logistics are tremendous in the sense that it's almost as if we're crashing a real B-3. It'll be cable controlled, and a lot of its forward momentum will be supplied by a truck. So it's actually going 40 to 50 miles an hour.
For one of Broken Arrow's most exciting moments, the filmmaker staged a massive train wreck, utilizing state-of-the-art miniatures like these.
What we're doing here is establishing that the train has been separated and that the rear portion of the train, which is unpowered, is on a grade and is gaining speed and is going to catch up with the front part of the train, which has stopped.
Neil and I will handle anything here. Please wait for us to call for help if we need any help. We'll call for it.
All right, green over there.
Okay. Well, that's all right. I don't think it'll catch in there.
I think we're going to have to open it up.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to light this. There's a chance a couple of charges will go off as it burns.
Heads up.
Okay, we're burning.
Okay, roll cameras.
As the crew readies the explosion, something unexpected occurs. High winds cause a fire to erupt before the train is released. The crew quickly douses the flames, then must rebuild the entire set.
The first initiating switch is this switch you see right here on the coupler. Now what that does, it sets in motion the sequence board that will set off the various explosions.
This is our trunk line to our nail board. It's going to set off all our explosions. We'll run it over here and tie into all our charges we've got. And this is our nail board. We're going to strike her down here, and each nail sets off a different charge as it goes.
And there's a total of like 64 explosions that are going to go off in about a half a second.
The fire blankets are there, the burn kit's there, the first aid kit's there.
Great.
Does anyone want a face shield? We should have very little flying debris.
This is the heart and soul of the entire operation. And when I push this lever over this way, that train sitting up there is going to take off.
Okay, roll cameras.
Roll cameras.
For the most dangerous stunt of all, my double stuntman Dan Winans did a 200-foot free fall off a bridge from a moving train. I really wanted to do the stunt myself, but that's why I retired from football. I don't do that stuff anymore.
I'll be coming straight off backwards off the center of this bridge over here and basically taking it all the way to the ground backwards.
We had what we call a decelerator. It's a pneumatic device that allows a free fall to a predetermined point, and then a system kicks in that decelerates a person. But the real challenge there was to do it on a moving train. You also have, at the end of this trestle, you have these cement embutments. So if you're attached to the train and the train doesn't stop before the end of it, the stunt person can get impaled against the concrete embutment. Much different view from down here. You fall about like that. Try not to get head over, you know, so if you don't, you know, you need to push off, but don't push off as much. So you only get that nice going away from us like that. Right. And then you can, you know, be screaming, you can be doing whatever you want.
They checked the harness out several times, you know, before the stunt and using a dummy, and it worked great.
How many feet per second is he traveling?
Okay. That will fall at 32 feet per second.
You can see behind me, we have a Bell Long Ranger, and we're going to use that as our primary medevac bird should anything occur.
Are we close?
Rocco, engine ready to travel. Ready now.
Danny, have a good, safe one, and I'll see you at the bottom, buddy.
We'll back up. I have to get these people off the trestle. Let's start it now.
Did it, and it was great. And then something he did not imagine happened, which was they said, you know, if we could just kind of get a different angle on that, it really would be a great shot. So he did it again the same day.
go in to watch a film like Broken Arrow, you got sucked in by all the action, by all the tension.
I said push forward.
It's going to be a non-stop thrill ride on this movie.
Broken Arrow is the most fun movie I have ever made. You know, and there's a lot of great humor.
Would you mind not shooting at the thermonuclear weapons?
It just goes and goes and goes and goes.
There's a lot of out-thinking each other, a lot of, mind games.
I figured you'd have packed up and walked off by now.
Yeah, well, you figured wrong. Now I get the nukes. Guess what, Deke? I'm gonna deactivate them.
Let's get them. I think it's a great surprise to anyone who hasn't seen a John Woo movie before.
Deal is. I really don't.
That's it for the making of Broken Arrow. Looks like we got some company. I'm out of here.
Galeria. Apoio Motorola. Para todo mundo, celular é Motorola.
Enhance Grid 9A.
Dr. Bridge. Morpheus, sir.
For that, I was locked up in a cell all that time.
Set up for someone else's crime.
But I'm out now, and I'm going to set things right.
Dreading this day for 25 years.
O que ficou para trás não ficou esquecido. Quando a Morte Chama. Filme exclusivo, inédito na TV brasileira. Sexta, 9 da noite, no Telecine 1. Novembro, no Telecine. Filmes inéditos na TV brasileira. Estreias na programação. 5 canais, 24 horas. Sempre 5 opções para você se divertir com o melhor do cinema. Em som original, sem intervalos e sem sair de casa. Prepare-se, vem muito mais por aí. Um consagrado diretor de videoclipes, perseguido dia e noite por imagens do passado.
Come on, there are no ghosts.
Estreando na programação, Forever, Seduzido pela Morte, com Sean Young. Sessão de cinema Philco. Quarta, 9 da noite, no Telecine 1.
Apoio Philco. Tem coisas que só a Philco faz pra você.
Vamos lá pra casa.
Tem camisinha?
Tem.
Tem Telecine?
Telecine? Não.